Hello.
It's officially. What are you laughing at?
I don't know.
When the people are watching this, it's game day. Therefore,
Oh.
it's game day.
Wow.
You
Can you actually believe it?
know what? Yes. And I think it's a blessing that the game is after the first final
I agree.
because I was excited and then I just watched that Collingwood Melbourne game and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Katalava.
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 Skatalava.
Yeah.
Because because it's real, or is it like
Yeah. And it's like, you can't switch off for like 5 seconds. Melbourne were like dead. Collingwood were
I
like
know.
mentally bullying them. And then before you know it, it's like a 2-kick game.
Yeah. I was imagining, like, I watched the last 5 minutes just then on the way home from work,
Mm.
and I was imagining if that was us. And it's horrible, but I was just almost like rocking and just waiting for them to just kick. I know they had to kick, I think, 3 goals to win at that point, but just imagine that.
It's not looking good, blood. It's tough.
It's
It's not
tough.
easy. It's
No,
hard.
it's just everything just lifts. Everything just
Yeah.
lifts a little bit, yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like, I know we say it, like, it's gonna be hard and whatever, but when you see that first game and you just see the intensity, like, that crowd, Collingwood fans,
Yeah.
that they were good.
Yeah. The first 10 minutes was super intense. So you didn't see Brayshaw get knocked out?
I know because I was at work, so I saw just the last, say,
But
8 minutes.
but are you aware that Brayshaw was knocked out?
No, I know nothing. Tell me.
Oh,
Yalla,
wow.
go.
Okay,
Yeah, hit me.
fuck. Maynard jumped to smother, like, to try and get a touch on the kick from
Yeah.
outside 50. It might have been from the center square from memory, whatever. He jumped as high as he possibly could, and on the way down, he, like, turns to brace because he's about to fall into Brayshaw and knocks him out cold. Stretcher, out, off, gone. I
The f
don't think he meant to actually hit him I mean, he's in the air. He jumped as high as he possibly could, um, and then knocked out cold, and then it was on for young and old, and then Viney tried to get in, but you know what?
Oh,
Maynard's
wow.
just too big. He's too big and too strong.
Did he fire up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was bullying them, and I think
Okay.
mentally, like, it was like a deep and spiritual meaning, like, Viney's their big tough guy, and Maynard was just looking down on him and, absorbing whatever Viney was trying to do to him and ripping his shirt and whatever, and
Oh,
then it got
wow.
me thinking, do you remember what happened when, Maynard tried to have a bit of a word to Motlop?
Yeah, I do remember.
Crips just came
The
in,
the old yeah, yeah, yeah.
"That's about enough out of you, mate."
He's like, sit down, buddy."
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that was actually very good. That wasn't really like that moment wasn't embraced enough. That was great
It
by
wasn't.
Crips.
So the boys will be watching that thinking, "Yeah, okay, I'm ready for what's to come." But how can you be ready? Oh my god.
I think it's probably good. Do you reckon they watch it?
Of
Maybe
course, because
they should watch it.
the winner of our game plays
Yes,
Melbourne.
we'll smash them. We'll smash them.
Yeah, we will. I just can't be bothered playing against Max Gorn in a final, you know?
No, we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine when we get there. We will, truly. I hope that we come out. I know we will, but just I want to see that level of intensity. I want I want to fight in the first 5 minutes. Just, you know what I mean?
We need to lay 75 tackles tomorrow. Today.
Okay, today. Sure.
Today. Tonight.
Tonight. So
We lay
no more
70.
sleeps. No more sleeps.
Yeah, no more sleeps. No, we need to lay 70 plus tackles and then we win. Simple.
Okay,
I've done the math.
done. That's easy. No, it's not
Yeah.
easy, but
Yeah.
no, we
Anyway,
can do it.
what's it been like? What's finals like in Dubai when no one talks about it?
The worst.
There's no
It's the worst
newspapers,
ever.
no
No.
newspapers
No.
around.
No, we just engage a lot with the content you're putting out, which is fabulous, by the way.
Fabulous.
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 Yeah, so engage a lot with that. It's good that there's just something every night to watch and talk about and
Yeah.
read. But there's no sense of finals out in the atmosphere. It's just all internal, which is
True.
okay. It's
Which is
fine.
fine.
Just
Which is
yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
So
But definitely excited, of course.
yeah.
Mm.
I didn't feel it properly, honestly, until I watched that game. I was like, oh, okay.
Really?
As in, uh I've
Come
been
on,
calm, but
surely.
also I've distracted myself. I haven't filmed a lot since Monday. And I've just kind of kept myself busy, had the pins to send out. I was had the,
Yeah.
stamps and shit and fucking licking things, and then I got a cup of water and I was using wet finger instead. Like, you can't lick glue 100 times. Like,
No.
it's weird.
No, you'll get sick. You'll get sick. Mum wouldn't let you.
No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't. Selection. What do we think?
Oh, okay. So I actually think I'm gonna make this all about me, I know.
Well,
Shock
I'm the
horror.
guest.
Yeah. I think I did really well in terms of what I thought was gonna happen.
Mm,
I'm fine with it. I mean, I would trust whoever it is to go and make the decisions they need to make, and whatever the selection was gonna be, it's fine. I know there's people
yeah.
who are, like, not sure and whatever. I wouldn't comment on the decision. I believe that the decision is made by the people who we trust, so I'm happy. How do you feel about Fisher?
Disappointed for Fisher, but at the same time, seeing that game, like in the crunch, there's so many contests, aerial. You need big bodies. It's
You do.
tough. You need big, strong bodies, and it looks like a team out there that's just full of big, strong bodies.
Yeah.
Like there's the argument we're a little tall, but at the same time, there's plenty of guys who are on the ground level that can run and carry the ball. I think we're going to get like high possession players tomorrow.
Yeah. I think it's good. I'm happy. I feel like we have to trust what's been done. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You can't be, upset. And it's a good problem to have, isn't it? That there's people that are gonna be dropped and people that are gonna be picked. Like, I think that's a great problem.
When you asking me how's Fisher, what is that?
What do you mean? You love him. He's your boy.
Everyone's
What the
asking
fuck?
me.
Well, maybe that's a you question. Question for you.
That's a me problem.
Yeah. If everyone's asking you, then it's clear that there's a thing there.
Whatever.
No, I like it. I like that you have Fisher. You love Fisher. Fuck, it's alright. Good on you.
Fine. Who's your
I'm
favorite now?
happy. Oh, that's a hard question. I mean, he's not my favorite, but I'm happy to see Chin Cotter in the team.
Yes.
I feel like he just brings a little bit of
True.
spirit and heart, and just I had him
Hey,
when I. Hey?
good on him for what he's done to get
Yeah,
into the team. Fuck.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I never doubted that. I had him on my list.
Yep.
It's just the heart and the passion, the fire. Like, I wanted to see that. Who's my favorite? I don't know. It's really tough. I love Pito. Pito's great.
Love Pitto.
The big
Jacob
guy.
tonight with the
Yeah.
hands.
Actually, you know
You know
what?
what? There's
Yeah.
like a common misconception that tomorrow is going to be like this soaking wet day. It's just not. It's just not.
Okay, what's the go with that? Because I'm not all over the forecast. I know it's gonna
It
be
it it
freezing.
it pissed down rain for about pretty much up until the bounce. It was raining, but I
Right.
mean like a half an hour piss, like proper shower,
Yep.
and then it dried up, and then within a quarter, you know what the MCG is like with the drainage. Within a quarter, it was all right. They were still sliding, but by the end, the marking game came into play, and it was, guys were marking the ball again, and it was fine. So, the forecast says it's going to rain in the day, if at all, and it is going to be cold. It's going to be cold spring
Okay.
finals footy.
Okay, fine. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. You have to just whatever. I'm not going to be worried about that. I think that's fine.
Yep. We got more problems to worry about, like just when the ball bounces. Stress.
What are you concerned about? Let's unpack this. What are you concerned about?
Okay,
I want to know.
there's one thing I'm majorly looking forward to seeing, and that is how long does it take the group to settle into being in a final?
Okay.
And while they're doing that learning, how much damage can they not take on from the Swans?
Right. That's really interesting.
Yes.
So do you trust them?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm just curious about, will they just be ready? Will they need about a quarter? I mean, from what I saw tonight, it's just going to be super hard contested for the first, couple of contests or 10, 15 minutes. And then there was a time it just settled, just settled. And all that nervous energy became, it becomes a normal game of football. And then it's about executing. But up until that point, I'm curious.
That's a very good point, because you're probably thinking, how much time are they going to need to settle, and what damage will be done in that time? Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I have a feeling
Yep.
they're going to come out. I think they'll be nervous when it's like they're lining up and they're
Mm.
waiting. I think the nerves will be there. We'll see it on their faces. But I actually think once they've started, I think they're going to be fine.
They're going to be fine.
I actually believe truly they will be fine. I think we are more nervous than what they might be in that moment.
Well, you know what? They have had a nice long apprenticeship to get to finals.
Yes.
They couldn't be more prepared with any
No.
more fucking pain along the way to carry.
They're ready. If they're not ready now, then
Yeah.
they're ready. They'll be fine.
Maybe last year was the practice run for finals. The way we, like, the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
That was final. That was really intense atmosphere. Those last few games in 2022.
I don't think it's the same.
It's not.
It's not the same. Sorry to burst your bubble there, mate.
It's not.
No, this is a unique experience, something that is new,
Yep.
and it's fine. There's so many things in life that people go through that are a new experience, and they're fine. It's the lead up.
Yes,
It's all the
correct.
lead up.
Correct. Just bounce the
People
ball.
say, just bounce the ball, get on with it. I think it's the lead up that makes it all. It's like
Yep.
the what ifs. There's always, like, you think about things. Nothing's ever as bad or as good as you think. It's always somewhere in between. And I think this is going to be one of those things. It's just going to be somewhere in between those parameters that we're putting in our own mind.
That is very equilibrious of you.
Who am I? I wouldn't describe myself in that way at all, but great to hear.
Yep.
On that note, I just wanted to say, I want to bring it up. Do you know what this is about?
I'm about to.
Yeah. So I was watching the Jumper Punch last night. The moment. Okay, I don't know if you know what I'm about to say, but there was a
I know
moment
what
on
you're about
there.
to say.
You know me better than I even know myself,
Yeah.
because there was a moment on the Jumper Punch where Mars and Rocco said something about something I said on my episode, and you just waited. You sat there and you absorbed, and then you were like, I know exactly what Steph's thinking right now watching this. She's cursing the both of you. And guess what I was doing?
If you even think about you in a non-positive way, you'll find out. And you'll turn.
And they're finding out about it right now. So watch out.
The spite. The spite. I like it.
No, it's
I
the
like it.
passion. I can't help it. Equilibrium, no.
No, you know what? I'm so glad I got to go again on the couch and do another episode because the one I
Yeah,
did before that, we were just chalya. We were like broken and filming each other for like 3 hours plus whatever it was. And all the three of us, because Mars was away, it
yeah.
was awful. But like it's a great memory now that it's done. So I was really grateful that that wasn't like the last episode in the season that I was on after a certain game.
No, it's good that all of the content can be positive and excited and just
Yep.
it's good, definitely.
Because you know why?
Stronger together.
Because we're stronger together.
How do I get my hands on one of those?
Um,
Just
I
save one
might have
for
a
me.
yeah, I might have a spare.
Yeah,
I mean,
amazing.
basically, the path to a Carlton Collingwood grand final took one step, you know, further.
It did. It's like 90s era, or imagine a Carlton Collingwood grand final.
Yeah. And you know what? It's called karma. You know why it's called karma? Because this is what happens. They did the thing that they did to us last year, which doesn't matter. Okay. And things come in like swings and roundabouts, and
Yes.
Carlton will just come back a little harder because of that first initial pain. And last game of the season, this time it won't be Elliot running into open goal; it'll be Charlie running into open goal on that
Oh
forward
my
pocket, and
God.
it'll be like the last minute of the season, but in the actual last game of the season. So that's what I'm thinking about.
I can't even sit in that thought and let that happen. It's just too much for me. That's
I
very
can.
forward thinking, but it's just a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. Fuck. No, we've got to get through the Swans. Oh, the Swans.
Okay, so what are your thoughts? I mean, you've been talking about it for so long, but what are your thoughts?
I think I just think we're better. Like,
Yes.
whatever happens, finals, you never know, anything can happen, all of that. So respect the laws of the game. I get it, but
Mm,
I just think us at our best compared to them at their best, we're better.
yes.
And I think it's a really winnable game. Um, and nah, it's their first final. They've all waited too long. It just means too much to everyone.
This is what I was gonna ask you. Do you subscribe to the belief of, "Oh, we want it more, so we're gonna make it ours?" Like, do you believe in that line of thinking?
No, I think we've just got more weight to carry to get here. Like, the
Okay.
Swans are
There's
always
more.
good.
Yeah.
They're
Do we
always
have
good.
more do we have more baggage? Like, is that what you mean? Like, we just
Well, it's just we've been building for generations to get to this game, and for these
Yep.
players, like Crips has played 180 games, no final.
I know, I
You
know.
know, Wiedering over 100 games, no final. All of those guys. So I just think, yeah, we're ready. And if you look at the team, we just got big bodies like Akers, Cripps, Doherty. There's your midfield. With Chera and Walsh and Pitto. Like, we're not going to get thrown
It's
around. We're not going to get bullied.
no. I hope we do the bullying.
Same.
That's what I wanna see. I think we're gonna be good, and I actually believe we're going to win. I truly believe it. I don't know. I just believe it.
Yeah,
After that, I can't see what will happen, but I feel like I can see us winning. That's
agreed.
where I'm at. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed. I totally agree. Totally agree.
Like, you go through that visualization, I'm like, "Yep, I can see us standing there. I can see us coming out. I can see us kicking goals. I can see us winning." And then after that, it just goes blank for me.
Right.
Like, I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, that's
Fair.
how I
I get
feel.
it. I get it. And like the Swans, like it would take, I don't know, Papley to kick like 5 or
Yes.
6. It
That's
would just
yes.
be uncharacteristic of us to lose tomorrow. I don't know. I'm
It would.
delirious.
No, no, not delirious, not at all. I'm just looking at the team now. No, it's not. we're
Like,
gonna win.
look at it. It's too strong.
Actually, is it Papley there on Chincotta? That's gonna be good.
Well, I don't know if that would be a matchup, but it
That's
might.
how it's
I don't
that's sort of how it's just like written on the list. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to see that. I want to see like heads colliding, like
mate.
Because Papley's a real passionate player. He's a
Yep.
psycho, and I love that. I would love to have someone like that on our team, which I think we do have
Mhm.
people who replace that. But we're gonna have to match that energy,
Mm.
and I believe that we can.
I was interested to see that Jesse Motlop didn't get the nod. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, I was interested to see that too because I had him as like 100%.
It could
I had
be
him.
the perfect little just extra little rev up, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Makes them more hungry, I guess. If it's
I mean, Owies, Fogarty, Martin, and I think Cunningham's is Cunningham in the team?
yeah,
Yeah. So
100%.
there's
Yep,
kind of like your smalls. So it's tough
yep,
because Motlop was playing good, but he's just gonna it's gonna add fuel to his fire.
yeah. Like, I mean, I had him as in the team, but when I saw that he wasn't, like, you can't be upset about it. It is what it
No,
is, you know.
no, I'm not.
I think we're fine. But we're gonna win. It's gonna be great.
Everyone is like, me included, everyone's like trying to be calm, trying
Yeah.
over hard to be calm.
I'm not selling it, am I?
Josh White, shout out to Josh White, messages me straight after the Collingwood game.
Yeah.
And he goes, nerve check about tomorrow night. How are you feeling? And I wrote back, calm. He's like, same. And I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not, Josh. Me either.
Oh, what a liar, both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm lying too. It's okay.
Yeah.
That
But
you can't really get like before the game. What are we going to do? Get on here and say I think we're going to lose? Like you can't do
no,
that. No one's going
no,
to do
no.
that.
Yeah. You know
Say
what? Touch wood. You know who needs a bit of a shout out?
it.
Andrew Russell.
Okay.
Well, look at the health of the list, mate, at this time of
Yeah,
the year.
that's a good point. I think I had a bit of doubt at some point there,
Oh, did
but
you?
we, did I tell you?
Just a little bit.
Well, like I'm surprised. Did I tell you?
I think all of us at one point were like, strength and conditioning needs to be
Nah,
questioned and da
I
da
know
da
because
da.
I have no idea about that. But then I started to talk about it like I knew, and I was like, "What's he doing? What's going on there?" Blah blah blah. But
Well, that's the life
um,
of a football fan.
yeah, well, we all sit here and talk about this thing that is the
Look at
game
us.
and the
Mm.
look at me. Like I think I sent my team selection, and then I said like they should get me as the
Oh yeah, I
selection.
was.
Because who do we think we are?
Yeah, so Carazzo can play this week.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about that. You know, you asked me on one of the things we filmed. You said, "Who was your favorite player back in the day?" And I regret my answer because I
Why?
said Carazzo
Why? Why do you regret it?
because it's not him.
Who is it?
It was Favola.
It was Favola. You're right. I don't know why. I mean, you did like Carazzo. I'm not gonna lie, you
Yeah,
did.
but
But
it was Favola. I saw his video during the week. Favola is just I love that man. I love
mm,
everything he does and everything he talks about when it comes to Carlton. He just brings this light. I love him.
he is. He's just a yeah.
Did
Bev.
you see his footage down Lygon Street this week? So good.
I did. I did.
Uh,
I
actually, do people have their houses all decked out with flags and picket fences painted and all that?
I've seen a couple,
Mm.
not in my area, but I've seen photos of others. I've seen billboards. I've seen a big banner across a white like a picket fence, but I don't know exactly what area. I think the longer we stay in the final series, the more of it we'll see.
It's going to be really hard for opposition
Yeah.
fans if we continue through.
Yes. Do you know what
We're
I'm
not
going
going
to
to
do?
make it good. What?
I'm going to put BA pins scattered around like the MCG under random seats
That's a
and like
great
in
idea.
little random spots.
That's a great idea. Is this the secret announced?
I mean, yeah, I just came up with it.
That's a great idea. I love that. I would love to find that under my seat.
Find a little BA pin and be like, oh yeah.
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 Is it time to break out the camel jacket?
I mean, I'm not dressing for fashion in this game. I'm dressing for
No,
comfort.
but it's the
Eh,
original. It's the
eh,
original.
I don't know. I feel like too much attention's been put on it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
think
fair
I
enough.
don't know. I don't know. The main thing is the new scarf. This is really what it's
Show
all
me.
about. Oh, have you noticed the finals tee? Do you like it?
Yeah, finals tee. I saw this. Very nice. The scarf, great.
It's the best scarf they've ever brought out, this club.
I agree. No, I agree. You you love that scarf. Every time I
I
talk to
love
you,
it.
you
I
show me
love
this
it.
scarf. Yeah, it's good.
Yes. I love
It's
it. I'm
very good.
obsessed with it. I'm honestly not usually like someone to obsess over merch, but I think this is
No,
the best thing they've ever brought out.
it's so good. And you know what? There's something about the Carlton merch that when you see someone wearing it, I mean, you probably see it all the time because you're in Australia, you get to see it. But if you
Yeah.
see someone wearing Carlton merch, you're like, we are family. If
Yes.
there's every wall is broken down, immediately you just go
Yep.
Blues. Even
You
if
can at
that's all you
least say
say,
hello.
yes. There's
Mm,
that initial interaction is just the walls are broken down, we can have a conversation and everything's good. So
mhm,
it's a symbol of family. Isn't that
mm.
amazing?
It is. It's like saying salam, you know?
Yes,
Shalom.
yes, it is. Mhm.
It is. It's a greeting.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I rate it.
Um, so let's put some predictions in for the game.
Okay.
Okay. What will oh, who will kick Carlton's first goal?
Charlie.
Yep. Okay. I think I
You
agree with
can
that.
yeah, I was gonna say you could go with something different, but
I think it's either Charlie or Harry.
it's Charlie.
It's Charlie, isn't it?
And everyone's gonna just absolutely lose their mind.
That'd be
Everyone
the
is
perfect
gonna
start. We kick the first goal of the game, and it's Charlie. Because you know what I saw tonight? You got to get a goal to get into the game, get the crowd in, and
yeah,
then halas, the rest will take care of
yes.
itself. So,
I think if it's gotta be really quick. Just get the first goal, get it over and done with, done.
yep,
And it's gonna be Charlie.
it's going to be Charlie. Yep. Um, who will be Carlton's best player on the night? Best performed.
Chera.
Chera. Okay. Crips
Yeah, you yes, yes, but, like,
or Doc
yeah, okay, yeah.
or Doc.
You know, you don't even have to say why for both of those
Yeah.
guys. I know why. I know why you say that.
Well, the rest, they're just going to be so fresh, you know?
Yeah. I believe Chera was born to play at that
Yep.
level. That's why I feel like it'll be Chera. He's just gonna do it.
Sometimes I get too excited because all these names are big, big game players, and then it's like, okay, just
Yeah.
calm yourself. You're overrating them. It's like, no, Chera, Walsh,
No.
Cripps, Doherty, Wiedering,
Yeah.
Charlie. Like that's 6 names or 7 names, and then you got McGovern, then Sard. Like these are stars, mate.
I know. We have a very good team. Carlton is good. That's as simple as that. We are
Jack
so
Martin, like
good.
these are just like
Yes.
big game players, mate, in my dreams.
Yeah.
So,
We can do it.
yep.
Alright, I believe I can see why you think it would be Crips or Doc. Would love for it to be Doc. Would love that.
A Doc goal in a final?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Very deserving
Mhm.
for sure.
What will be the story of the game?
I I think I'm gonna go back to what you said. I think that there might be a little bit of catch up that we might need to play,
Yep.
and I think that everyone's just gonna be so nervous and thinking, we can't do it mid-game, maybe, and then I think we're just gonna launch towards the
Mhm.
end and just dominate for the last part. But
Yep.
I feel like there'll be a point in the game where people are saying it's game over for us,
Yep. I
and
have
then
2.
it won't happen. Okay, go.
Mm. The first one is an 8-goal premiership quarter in the 3rd quarter.
Wow,
We're gonna
okay, that's
we're
specific.
gonna reignite the premiership quarter. So 8 goals in the 3rd. And I saw, Tori from the Besties?
Of course I know Tori from the Besties.
Of course you know Tori from the Besties. Well, in the Besties, they've got like a it's quite clever. They made this post. It's like a document of the to-do list for the day, and in there, it's like Jazz's
Awesome.
predictions or Magic Lala's and Tori's. And Tori had a really good one, and she said, Jacob Wiedering to take like a record for intercept marks in a game or in a final. And I'm like,
Okay.
yep, love it.
And then that becomes the narrative of the game? Is that what you mean? Like, that's
Well,
the
those are two of the story. Those are the two of the big things that I see happening. Wiedering just
okay.
being a rock, and
Yeah.
then us having a one big quarter and just blowing the fucking roof off the joint, mate. Rocking. Yeah.
Oh my god, to be there. Alright, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
If you don't lose your voice, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, I know. I'll have veins popping out of my neck for sure.
That's surely the goal is for people to lose their voice. Because if you lose your voice, it means you're giving 100% too.
True. That's a good point.
So if you're not losing your voice, don't go. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, but seriously, you gotta lose your voice.
Yeah, of course. And one final prediction,
Okay.
the crowd number.
Oh, um, I liked your one on the jumper punch. That was clever.
What did I say again? Oh, I
Um,
said I said 95,195.
yeah. But don't they know already how many?
Well, no, it goes by how many actually show up and turn up and sit
Oh,
in the seat and, like, check in.
surely they're
So they
showing
have
up.
what they expect. They would have all the number
Okay.
of tickets sold, but, like, life happens. Maybe you don't go. Maybe your cat
All
dies.
right. Yeah, good excuse. Okay. So in my head, I'm like, no one's not going.
Yeah.
Everyone's going. Does it have to be a specific number, like to the
Yep.
number?
Yep.
Okay. 94,323.
Alright.
And you've got yours already, so you're done.
95,195.
I like it. If that can you no, that's okay. Never mind.
And there's a few things. The grand finals played on the 30th of September. So
Yes.
we have 30, Darcy Moore. We have 9, Krependaki.
Are you a numbers man now?
I've seen a few numbers floating around. It's starting to seep in.
Really?
Well, I'll tell you this much. You saw that I predicted the jumper punch that we would win by 43.
Yes?
I sat at a cafe earlier in the week on Tuesday, maybe it was Wednesday. It was Tuesday, and I sat down and got given a random number, table number. What number was it?
43.
43. Not
Yep.
my It's not my fault.
Do you know what number comes up for me all the time?
What?
23. I
23. Okay.
still don't know why, but there will be something along the road will be a reason. I'm really glad you're having this conversation with me. I'm glad you're a
Well,
believer.
believer in the numbers.
Just the numbers. That's it. Don't go further than that. Just start with the
No,
numbers.
I just pick up on
Yes.
coincidences that I observe, and like that was one of them.
What does Paul always say? Don't believe
Says
in
a lot of things.
coincidences.
Don't believe. It says a lot of things. He's got a lot of sayings.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that was hard. That was a hard one. But yeah, he doesn't believe in coincidences. So maybe you're on some kind of track. I don't know. 43. We'll see.
So
We'll see.
anyway,
All right. Go Blues. Up the Beggars!
go Blues.
Go Blues.